Welcome to the Fox One Corp series of SeeYou training videos. I'm Dave Springford. Please visit me online at www.foxonecorp.com for all your glider supplies. In this video, what I want to show you is how to use the statistics page, and in particular on the statistics page, we want to take a look at the phases and how we can copy all the information, all the data from that phases page across to Excel so we can do further data manipulation. The next thing I want to show you is how to set markers, your marker 1 and your marker 2, so that you can then take a look at the selection tab. So the first thing that we're going to do here is we're going to open up two windows so we can see both our root window and our statistics window. So we're going to take our root window, use it to fill half the screen, and then holding Shift on the keyboard and clicking on statistics opens the second window. We'll dock that beside the first window and resize it. And so the Phases tab here, as we saw before, it's full of a lot of information, a lot of numerical data, and sometimes we might want to do some deeper analysis on this. So we can take all this information and we can copy it to our clipboard and then paste it into Excel. So if I click on the top line and then on the keyboard I hold Shift and End, that takes me to the bottom of the page and selects all those rows. Then on the keyboard again, I can press Control C to copy all the information to the clipboard, and then I'll go across to Excel and I'll press Control and V on the keyboard, and now we can see all the data is put into Excel and any manipulation that you want to do to the data within Excel is possible. I'm not going to show any of that, just show you the possibility of how it can be moved. So we'll go back to SeeYou, and then what we want to take a look at next is this selection tab. On the selection tab right now nothing is showing. It's because we haven't set our markers. The use of markers can be quite handy when especially if you're an official observer and you're looking at the 50-kilometer flight and you're trying to find a point that meets the loss of height requirements from your release point to a point at least 50 kilometers away. But on any other flight, you can use markers to take a look at the data or the statistics between 2 points in the flight that aren't nicely delineated by turn points or leg data or a climb or a glide phase of flight. So what we're going to do, for example, is we want to take a look from, let's say, the middle of this second leg here. So if I double click on that point, it moves the icon for the airplane over to that point. I can right click and set the first marker. Then I want to move to some point later in the flight. I'm going to go over here past the last turn point. We'll double click, move the plane there, right click, and set the second marker. And what we can see is that we now have in our statistics window, from marker 1 around Port Talbot turn point, around the Cayuga turn point, and into marker 2, we have all the statistics for that distance. And so distance of 157 miles, we have our start time and start height, finish time, finish height. We have the duration, we have the speed that was achieved, we have all of the circling and thermal information for that part of the flight, and all of our straight glide information, as well as all the graphs that we've looked at before. And so that's a fairly handy tool at times when you're trying to, as I said, take a look at part of a flight that's not nicely delineated by a leg or by a specific phase of the flight. So hopefully you've learned something new about SeeYou today. Please visit me online at www.foxonecorp.com and please subscribe to this Fox One Corp YouTube channel.